I just realized that a good filmmaker never dies. Somewhere that was the first movie where I could actually sit, work, and create. Janwar, the script was written with Sunny Deol in mind, but things didn't work out with him. The Akshay Kumar that you've seen in all the movies before that, you know, was he was different from all of them.
He was.
Yes. Working with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was a true honor. At that phase, when Mr. Bachchan was really exclusive, wouldn't work in too many movies, and he was doing movies, he decided to do movies with the newer lot of directors. Ek Rishta is a movie that is closest to my heart, because I feel when I wrote the script, I had just one premise in mind, that if with the script, I can touch one heart, if I can make one family come to terms, I'm going to be a winner. Hi, I'm Sunil Darshan, and you're watching Bollywood Hangama.
It's a huge privilege and honor to have renowned producer-director Sunil Darshan with us. His movie is coming up, Ek Hasina Thi, Ek Deewana Tha, which he has produced as well as directed. We'll talk about that and much more. Pleasure having you on Bollywood Hangama, first of all, sir.
Thank you.
And sir, as I was about to talk to you, and we were just doing the research as well, and we realized that you had such phenomenal body of work, both as a producer and director. Many would feel, and you're looking so young right now as well. Why is it that you've not been doing films on a regular basis?
Firstly, thank you for the compliments, and I really appreciate the fact that you've studied the body of my work, because I do understand that I have not really been a very media savvy filmmaker. And I think I stayed away from media for the past whole decade. And I thought people would have forgotten me. But to my surprise, last year my films were put onto the YouTube, and they were available to the public. And they grossed a humongous 150 million views in 1 year. And the songs grossed over 300 million hits.
Okay.
So it was really, really gratifying. I was really touched. I have been, I just realized that a good filmmaker never dies.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as we were talking, we'll come to Ek Hasina Thi, Ek Deewana Tha shortly, but as I was telling you a short while back that we have spoken about Janwar in our interviews with Mr. Akshay Kumar many times. He has been there with me, Tahir has been there, he will stand testimony to that as well. That we have discussed, because Janwar was a film that came at a time when Akshay Kumar had several films which had not worked, and that film just transformed things for him in a big way, and even as an actor it put him in a different league altogether. How do you look back at Janwar now, sir?
For me, Janwar is and will always remain a very special movie. Because somewhere that was the first movie where I could actually sit, work, and create. Because I was not having the pressure of working with stars and superstars. Because at that point of time, Akshay Kumar was going through a very low phase, and a lot of people had written him off, to be honest. And somewhere what happens when you have such a humongous big catalog of unsuccessful movies, you lose your confidence in yourself by the way the environment behaves with you. And at that point of time, when I started working with him, I got a call one day. I was making Janwar. Janwar, the script was written with Sunny Deol in mind, but things didn't work out with him. And then a very big star got to know about this movie, the script that I had, and he offered to participate in it. And I almost okayed him when I got a call from Akshay Kumar. And he wanted to meet me immediately, and he was keen to work on this film with me. I always thought Akshay Kumar was a very handsome guy. I realized that he was going through a very bad phase, which also meant that he would be more comfortably available to the film. I was viewing it everything with the positivity. And yes, I knew that I would not be able to market the film well enough. But then my whole approach was that even if I don't market it, eventually the end product is going to be taken to the viewers by my own efforts, and I'm sure that the viewers would love to watch a movie like this.
Right.
And so I took on this onerous task of making this movie, which I was writing, producing, directing, and building up, and with Akshay Kumar. And it was a great opportunity, trust me, because I, in the process of the movie, was actually breaking those barriers within him.
Right.
And bringing the emotion out of that man. And if you watch Janwar, it has so many beautiful moments, where the Akshay Kumar that you've seen in all the movies before that, you know, was he was different from all of
He
them.
was.
Yes.
He was definitely. Even as I think, as an actor, he just came into his own. He just totally dug deep into it, and he really seemed to be enjoying it as well. You've also worked with him in another, I think, very emotional movie, which was Ek Rishta, where you had Mr. Bachchan and
I'm most emotional about that movie, by
Right.
the way, because I really thought working with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was a true honor. At that phase, you know, when Mr. Bachchan was really exclusive, wouldn't work in too many movies, and he was doing movies, you know, he decided to do movies with the newer lot of directors. At that point of time, there was Aditya Chopra, with whom he was working, Karan Johar, with whom he was working, Rakesh Mehra, with whom he was working, and he was working with me. And I thought it was a great opportunity, and I had a great script again. Ek Rishta is a movie that is closest to my heart, because I feel when I wrote the script, I had just one premise in mind, that if with the script I can touch one heart, if I can make one family come to terms, you know, I'm going to be a winner. And post the release of the movie, when I would go for parties or even meet people, there would be so many people who came up to me and they said, you know, thank you. And what happened? And I knew what it was. And they said, you know, your movie made a difference to our lives.
Absolutely.
We rebuilt our relationships with our father, or rebuilt our relationship with our child and stuff like that. So that was a victory of sorts for me.
No, absolutely. I still remember the publicity material that came out at that point of time. Akshay Kumar had repeatedly said, because he was extremely close to his father, and in many ways it was a catharsis for him to just relive that entire moment with Mr. Bachchan. And I personally feel, and many would agree, that he has based his own life in many ways on Mr. Bachchan in terms of punctuality and in terms of discipline. He is exactly like Mr. Bachchan. That's what I personally feel. So I think he looks
I
up
think
to.
that's a very big honor to him.
It is. It is, but he is exactly like Mr. Bachchan in that manner, in terms of punctuality, in terms of
To
discipline.
have qualities of the best.
Yeah, and to have that Karam Yogi element, कि that picture chale na chale, he has to follow that routine, daily routine. चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, अक्षय कुमार का वही रहता है, और Mr. Bachchan का भी वही है. That whether the movie works or not, his daily routine will be exactly like that, come what may.